Hello and welcome back. This is video number 2, and in this particular video I'm going to help you choose your attack plan. Once you have chosen your attack plan, everything else is going to be easy as far as creating the right content that is angled towards a specific prospect. Our goal is not just to get backlinks, as I stated earlier, but also to get as many conversions, as many people buying our product or service, or as many people signing up on your list or taking whatever action that you're trying to get them to take. All right. So first things first, what you need to do is you need to figure out, what are you selling? There are two different avenues here. Are you selling your own product or service, meaning you're trying to generate leads for yourself, you're trying to build a list for yourself, or are you trying to brand yourself, or are you trying to sell your product or service? If you're trying to sell your own product or service, or you're marketing your own product or service, then the content that you want to angle it towards will be in a different way. You'll be utilizing your own brand, your own experience, perhaps your own case studies and things like that. Now, the flip side of it is you're selling somebody else's product or service. This can be affiliate marketing. This could be maybe you're promoting their product as in taking a specific cut out of their business. I don't know, but only you know your direction better. So I want you to pick and choose, because I'm going to hone in on number 1, your own product or service, or number 2, somebody else's products or service. So we have affiliate marketing and we have cost per action, which means that people get paid for sending leads. So for example, you could get paid for every time somebody fills out a form or takes a specific action. The next thing you need to figure out is, who is your audience? The worst case scenario that a lot of people take is they figure out, okay, this is what I'm selling, and I'm just going to go ahead and write some content. Wrong. That's the worst case scenario. What you want to do is you want to figure out who your audience is. And what I mean by that is actually, who is the demographics? And what do they look like? What do they like? What do they dislike? Frustrates them? And what are their problems? So to do that, what we want to do is we want to go to a website called quantcast.com, as you can see here. And we want to find some high authority competitors. The second thing we want to do is go to alexa.com. We want to copy and paste those high authority competitors into alexa.com, and alexa.com will give us access to some demographics. At that point, we're going to go use another free tool, and all these tools are free. We want to go to Facebook Ad Insights, and that tool is run by Facebook Ads. It allows you to see the full demographics, the likes, the dislikes, the overall spectrum of that particular audience, and what they like as far as pages, how they engage with that niche, and a lot more information. So without talking about it too much, I'm going to go straight to the sites, and I'm going to quickly go through them fairly quick. So you can see that this is a process that you need to take, but this is also a process that should not take a lot of time. All right, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so this is going to be a quick and easy exercise. All you need to do is go to quantcast.com. That's quantcast.com, as you can see here. If you want to follow along and pause this video, go ahead and do so now. Or if you want to wait till the end of the video and then apply it, that's fine. As long as you're taking some sort of action that is going to be moving you closer to success. Now, what we need to do is, when we get to quantcast.com, is click on Explore. And the whole goal of this specific step number 1 is to figure out a high authority domain name that is getting a lot of traffic already, because at that point they have gathered enough data that you can use. So looking at a competitor that has already been established and then applying that to you is the easiest way to figure out who your demographics is. So painting a picture of who your audience looks like, essentially. That's what we're trying to do. So let's say, for example, we type in dog, and then of course, what I recommend that you do is go to the website that you see here and make sure that it actually fits what you are trying to sell, or at least it is somewhat similar. If you're unable to find any results with quantcast.com, another avenue that you can take is by going to google.com, typing in the same keyword, and looking at the very top, look at the competitors that are paying for ads. Now, you don't necessarily have to click these, but what I recommend is just head on over to dogster.com and just make sure that this is the site that is similar to what you might be trying to sell. So if we go over here, let's just take a quick look. So we can see right off the bat, it seems to be a high authority content marketing based site with tons and tons of content about dogs and other animals. Now, if we go through here and we find that, okay, it's great, this is the site that matches what we're trying to do. If it doesn't, then of course you'll need to find another site. But if it does, then you can move on to step number 2, which is simply going to alexa.com, entering the site here, click on find, and then of course scrolling all the way to the very bottom. And as you can see, that reveals to us who visits dogster.com. That's what we're interested in, because that is who the audience that we are going to speak to. Now, alexa.com is going to give you only a partial amount of data because this is the free version. There is a paid version, but I don't recommend going down that route because you really don't need it if you follow my steps in step number 3. So we can see that the majority of it is about female. It looks like about 90-95% female and about 5% male, or maybe a very, very little percentage of male. Then we can see that these females have at least college or graduate school, and they surf primarily at home. Now, that's all the data that we need right now, because we can always use the next step, which is Facebook ad audience insights. To get to this particular page, you have to go to www.facebook.com/ads, ADS with an S, /audience-insights. If you go to the specific URL, it's going to give you 2 options, and let's just go ahead and do that right now. The first option is to look at everybody on Facebook, and that's what I recommend that you do, unless you have a Facebook page that has been established and that has a good amount of fans. If that is the case, click on this and you'll get the exact demographic data of your page. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on everyone on Facebook because that's what I'm interested in. And as you can see, you can specify country if you want to and age if you know that off the bat. But I'm going to leave all that blank. I'm just interested in the interest. Now, if you get a big enough website, sometimes you can type in Dogster, and as you can see, it shows Dogster website and Dogster magazine. That's why I try to go for high authority and really big established companies. Now, you could type in dog and you could look at it and make sure you get the right thing. And you can see Snoop Dogg is on here, so that's obviously wrong. So that's a person and a celebrity. Now, I'm going to go back to Dogster website. And really what we're trying to do is figure out, does it match up with Alexa? So we saw that it was a good amount of women, so 95% women and 5% men, as you can see here. And then as far as the age group goes, it's about 45 to about 65 plus. that are interested in Dogster.com. And those people are most likely going to be our audience as well. Now we can see out of the 5% men, it's about the same age, so they're likely married to these women. Now if we scroll down, we can see other things like lifestyle, we can see relationship. Most of them are married. We can see college, we can see job title. But we can stop at this point. We don't really need to go further, because in the next video, I'm going to dive deeper into this so that we can figure out different content angles. Because whether you're selling an affiliate product or your own product or service, it doesn't matter. Really, at the end of the day, we just got to figure out the audience demographics. Once we figure that out, everything else is going to be really, really easy, and it's going to fall into place, as you can see in the next video. So I'll see you in video number 3.